He finds this opposition more painful because it comes from fellow believers. Even Christian converts of indigenous communities have become afraid of their own culture, suspicious of their own dances and music.
We have a term for that in Tagalog, our language. Nawawala sa sarili. Technically, it's like being beside yourself. But more than that, it's really losing your bearing, losing your identity, losing your concept of who you are. It's like a cultural amnesia.
The indigenous is without power and clout. They are a neglected sector of Philippine society, and there is little knowledge of them. The local Christians have Western mindsets and reject what is native and fear what comes from their parents and villages. There are practical difficulties. How does one include cultural elements into the usual liturgy? The Western Church is designed with a head or authority in mind, while the indigenous congregate in a circular manner.
When I visited the Tiboli tribe some years ago, there was a foreign missionary who was there, who has been there for years. And she was proud to tell me that they built a modern cathedral or a chapel for these tribal peoples. But the people wouldn't use the new building, and instead they preferred to meet in their old meeting place, which was really indigenous architecture. And when I asked her, why did the people not want to use the new chapel? And she said, because these people were complaining that all they could see were people's backs. They wanted to see faces. This is very reflective of Western aesthetics, that one practitioner or specialist controls everybody else. But this is not the way we communicate traditionally. We communicate by consensus. We talk together, we ask questions, and people answer, and we arrive at whatever we should arrive at.
How do you keep the vision alive when it is far easier to slide back into what is accepted? And normal and Western. Pastor Ed Lapis travels extensively to explain what cultural redemption is. How do you popularize what is folk and indigenous to a society that has been westernized in its taste in music?